New York is with me, is with me, is with me. Oh, oh, oh. Boston is with me, is with me, is with me. Oh, oh, oh. I'm so grown man, with a grown man, with a grown man, with a. I'm so grown man, with a grown man, with a grown man, with a.
What up, what up, what up? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy, Stephen A. Barthel, and I finally, after 5 years, bring you The Aspect. I've been very, very busy since last being on television. I was a part of Shine right here on BNN Channel 23. So quick shout out to Tiffany Starr and Miss Gina and Miss Lily D for always holding it down. But now I have branched out on my own. And it's a different type of concept for this show. It's almost like a little bit of The View, a little bit of First Take, a little bit of things, going my way. This season, we're gonna have live performances. I am going to highlight a lot of DJs, live bands, local businesses, and of course, always giving the man's point of view. I'd like to introduce you guys to my first panelist, my first guest on this show, Mr. Claude Sinone, like my man in 100 Grand. Like,
how you doing?
We go back like 4 flats in the Cadillac.
I know.
Man. Like it's been a while.
Wow.
When I first had The Aspect on, it was a YouTube series, and Claude was one of the first panelists on the show. So I had to have at least one of you guys here. Yeah. And I'm glad. Thank you for taking your time, man.
No problem.
All right, so let's just get this started. All right, so today we're going to talk about a few current events, what's coming on, give our Super Bowl predictions, the two teams since this weekend. We got the Pats versus the Steelers. Yeah. And we got the Packers versus the Falcons. So we're going to give our, then we're going to talk about the election, our new leader, so to speak, in the White House. And we're also going to talk about how some women emasculate a man when they don't get their way.
Oh.
So, this is just crazy. Like, wherever you want to start, let's get started.
Let's start with the White House, because that was yesterday. Literally.
Man, we got an orange man in the White House now, man. And this strictly everything,
it's like the Simpsons, right?
Is my opinion, is our opinion. So the BNN network is not responsible for any views or opinions that I may say.
Don't hold it against us.
Don't hold it against me. But I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid as many people are. Like, I'm really not. I'm not saying that I like the guy, but I do have faith in the people. I have faith in us. And then I kind of got in an argument with someone on Facebook, and I was like, this is our fault.
Basically.
This is our fault, why this man is in office right now. And I'll tell people why it's our fault. During the primaries, we took it as a joke. Oh, Donald Trump's running for president, amongst everyone else, including Ben Carson and others.
Yeah.
And no one went out for the primaries. Next thing you know, he's winning Massachusetts. He's winning Arizona.
Places he's not supposed to.
Exactly. He's winning certain places. And so I asked people, when you went out to go vote for the primaries, were you just pretty much going for Bernie and Hillary and just focusing on the Democrats and not focusing on the Republicans whatsoever? And next thing you know, he's on the Republican ticket.
He literally slipped through the radar. Like, he's like that team that wasn't supposed to win, but
like my Dolphins.
Under the radar,
Like, and now he's the leader of the free world.
He got what he wanted, though. He said he was going to do it.
And he's been reneging on every single thing that he said he was going to do. That is the craziness about it. Like Obamacare, all he did was change the name.
Yeah.
That's all that's happened so far.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, like on the White House website, the LGBT site gone, civil rights gone. Everything that Obama did within the last 6 months, just on the website. Not saying that any of the laws were appealed or anything, but all the highlighting is just gone.
It starts there, though.
And mind you, this man quoted Bain yesterday
Yeah, I seen that.
during his inauguration speech. You know,
That was kinda
for the
interesting.
people. Like, so where do you see us within the next 4 years?
I give him the first year. The reason I give him the first year, it's like I seen some people on Facebook talking about gas prices and the Dow and the NASDAQ and all the different things. And they said copy this and paste. A lot of people have been doing it just to see what happens. What happens in the next 4 years? I said I give it a year. If that all changes within a year, that's a problem.
It is, and
But if it changes for the better, I can't really say much about the guy. Like the thing is, I personally don't like him. But if he makes the country better, then I can't. I respect.
I'm
him.
all for it.
You know what I
But
mean? That's it. At the end of the
I
day.
think there's something I also said on social media. I don't want him to fail. And
No,
the reason why I
because
don't want him to
we fail if he fails.
exactly.
As a country.
Like, would you want the pilot who?
I think you
would
wrote that
you
on-
want the pilot
yeah.
to crash the plane when we're all on the same plane?
No.
The only thing that we can do is change the pilot, and it's too late. It's going to take either impeachment or something, or we have to wait it out 4 years to get this guy out of
Weight
here.
gets pulled back.
But it's like a bad joke every single day that we're waking up, and now he's sworn in.
Mm-hmm.
This is our guy,
Yeah.
and we have to back him up, or just do what people said he was going to do on social media and move to Canada or somewhere else. And they're not giving up their jobs.
No.
They're not giving up their homes.
No.
So I'm not trying to hear all that. So people, stop that. Like, if you're on social media talking about you're going to move out the country, now's your chance to move out the country, but none of you are really going
That's all talk.
to move out the
You
country.
know it's all talk.
Like it is what it is. Moving forward, we'll stay on politics right here in Mass, man. Like, there's a mayor election coming up this year.
Yeah, and out of all people, Tito's running.
Good old Tito.
You know
my
what I
man.
mean? Like, I'm kind of surprised that he's running for it.
I am too, because he didn't run the last time, and I thought he was. And I'm like, maybe his window's closing. But I don't know who to support, because you're going to see a lot of candidates come out of the woodworks now.
Yeah.
And he was the first one.
Yeah.
And it's going to create, because I think it's wide open.
It is.
Because, working in human services like I do, I work at a shelter, and the state's budget, this is not on Marty Walsh, this is on our governor, Mr. Baker, $100 million cut. $100 million
lot.
state budget cut.
That's a lot,
And
though.
some of that is going to human services.
Yeah.
But it starts right here in our city, with the shelters being shut down. A lot of programs that
Oh,
people
yeah,
need
didn't they
being
start
shut
that
down.
since, they started that a
A
while
lot of
ago.
hotels, a lot of motels have been shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And even to the point where I see, again, on social media, I need to get into a scattered site. I need to get in a shelter. That's no way to live for anybody, man.
Yeah.
Like, so if you think things are bad now, like, this election is going to be a lot of lies. a lot of lies. But what do you want to see for the city of Boston? Like,
City of Boston?
For even if it's our current mayor or our new mayor, what do you want him to bring to the table?
Well, being a part of the nightlife scene, growing up and stuff like that, one thing I always wanted to see was the whole time change thing. But also with the MBTA, remember they were supposed to make it like at least stop till late, or at least 24 hours. It's like we're literally 2-3 hours from New York. We're no different from New York.
Yep.
You know why New York makes more money than us? It's because of certain things like their public transportation system is 24 hours.
There's a lot of tourist cities that are just like that.
24 hours. You should,
Or late.
we could afford. You're telling me we're gonna up the prices for the fares?
Yep.
But you're still not gonna give me 24-hour access to the train?
Yep.
That's like.
And broken down trains, broken down buses.
And then I heard they're about to give a whole new. I think it's Green Line or Red Line. I think
What?
it's the Green Line. They're about to do a whole bunch of new trains. I've seen that recently
the Green
too.
Line.
The Green
And
Line,
then
right?
The whole new Orange Line system. But they've been talking about this for years, man.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
need
And
action.
you'll see the prototypes. It looks nice.
Get all
but you don't
excited.
see nothing.
Like, for example, like the Talbot, on Talbot Ave, there's a commuter rail, and it's
Oh, yeah,
open
that one
now.
right there. That's been
but
there for a
it's supposed to
while.
been there since '99.
No,
It's
it's been
supposed
there
to,
for a
I know,
while.
but it's supposed to be open. Like, the renovations are supposed to been happening. It's just recently happened a couple of years ago, and it looks good. Like, it definitely looks great. I'm glad people are able to commute in and out of the city without, going to Ashmont or waiting on a terrible Orange Line and things like that. But I want to see a lot of change. Like, there's a lot of regentrification happening right here in the city.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of local businesses are
that.
closing. A lot of people are being asked to move.
Yeah.
And it's just the beginning.
Yeah.
It's just beginning. It's Mr. Me Too's. Like, for example, South Bay. Like, I read an article. They actually started breaking ground on the South Bay, on South Bay Mall. It's no longer going to look like South Bay looks right now.
How does it look now? It's gonna
Think
be-
of Dedham, Somerville, Needham, things of that sort.
Yeah.
So of course they amp it
gonna
up.
bring a
We're gonna put,
Starbucks?
affordable housing and more businesses, a new
Yeah, that's-
movie theater and hotels. It's like, where are you going to put all this stuff without moving our people out of the
Literally,
city?
they have to move people out.
Like
too.
you'll see a lot of local businesses, like even a lot of.
I think they get either bought out or something like
They
that.
have to.
They'll get bought out because
But it's
like,
crazy because they give you a lump sum and it seems great, it seems all good.
Oh yeah,
But eventually it runs out
yeah. 'Cause
unless you
like,
get a new spot.
how quickly can you get a new spot though?
And here,
And where?
with the property tax going up,
You're right.
I don't know. So
Rent is crazy though.
with politics, like it creates a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths because they want to say stuff, but they don't. Right here on the aspect, I have no filter except for censorship. But other than that, like you'll get our opinions, throughout on everything. But moving on with politics again, like whatever changes do you want to see in the city happen, within our communities?
Remember BNBL?
I love BNBL.
What happened?
They didn't shut it down, did they?
I haven't heard nothing at all. I've been through the city the whole summer. Nothing. I don't see the kids walking around with the T-shirts on. You know how I used to see the kids?
I still have 4 years
We all
worth
had the T-shirts.
of T-shirts
You know what I mean?
from
I
BNBL.
coached it 1 year, 2 years in a row. But it's just like, what happened to that? That used to keep a lot of kids off the streets and out of trouble. What happened? I don't see none of that. Plus, education-wise, they're talking about charter school and giving back. What about the public schools and what about the fact that we need money towards the creative side? I'm a creative person. I do the fashion design and I love art. If it wasn't for art, I wouldn't be who I am. But it's just like because of arts school or like being in art class. That's how I, got my whole feel for the arts, stuff like that.
We
But
need
it's like,
more programs like
there's
that.
no programs like that. There's no after-school program. There's nothing for the kids. But this is supposed to be our next generation of leaders, and you're over here giving them nothing.
I think what happens is there's a few boys and girls clubs and a few after-school programs that do them, but they're not being advertised that much. They're losing funding to the point where there's only so much that they can do, or they hire just anybody just to teach these kids anything, But we're going to take a quick break right here on the Aspect. We have more topics to come. We're going to touch base on a little bit of sports. We're going to talk about the emasculating of men and some more other things. And I know that Claude has a few events coming up, so we're going to talk about that too. And we'll be right back.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing.
And watch golf with him.
I watch him cook because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
We taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it.
While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed all that.
Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
What are you, superheroes?
Just four brothers who hate bullies and love this city.